In the verdant lands of Vrindavan, where the Yamuna River flowed with a gentle murmur, and the groves were always fragrant with the scent of blooming flowers, lived the beloved Lord Krishna. The people of Vrindavan adored him, not just because he was a divine being, but for the joy and mischief he brought into their lives. One day, as the sun began to set and the sky turned a brilliant shade of orange, Krishna and his friends were playing by the banks of the Yamuna. The boys laughed and ran, their feet kicking up the soft dust of the earth. But as the day turned into dusk, a sudden quiet fell over the group. The river, which usually flowed gently, had turned dark and ominous. "Krishna, look!" cried out one of his friends, pointing to the water. "The river, it's not like it was before." The Yamuna had become murky and turbulent, and a foul smell began to emanate from it. The people of Vrindavan, who had come to fetch water, noticed it too. They gathered around, worried and afraid. "It's Kaliya," whispered an elder. "The terrible serpent has poisoned our river." Kaliya was a monstrous, many-headed serpent who had taken refuge in the depths of the Yamuna. His presence had turned the river poisonous, and the people feared that soon all life in Vrindavan would wither away if something wasn't done. Hearing this, Krishna's face grew serious, but there was also a twinkle in his eye. "Don't worry," he said, reassuring everyone. "I will take care of Kaaliya." Before anyone could stop him, Krishna walked to the edge of the river and without hesitation, jumped into the turbulent waters. The villagers gasped and held their breath, watching as Krishna disappeared beneath the surface. Down in the depths of the Yamuna, Krishna encountered the fearsome Kaliya. The serpent's eyes glowed with malice, and he hissed, baring his sharp fangs. But Krishna, with his calm and divine presence, did not flinch. Kaliya lunged at Krishna, his multiple heads striking like lightning. But Krishna, swift and graceful, dodged every attack. The water churned as the two fought, the serpent's massive body thrashing about, trying to overpower the small, yet radiant figure of Krishna. Finally, with a leap, Krishna landed on Kaliya's heads. He began to dance, his feet moving with divine grace, pressing down on the serpent's heads. The water stilled, and the dark clouds that had gathered above the river began to part. The people of Vrindavan watched in awe as Krishna danced, his form glowing with a celestial light, subduing the serpent with each step. Kaliya, realizing he was no match for Krishna, began to tire. He felt his strength draining away and his anger dissipating. Finally, he surrendered, bowing his head in submission. Krishna, smiling, stopped his dance. "Kaliya," he said, his voice gentle but firm, "you have caused much harm. But I will not destroy you. Instead, you must leave the Yamuna and never return. Go to the ocean, where you and your family can live in peace, away from here." Kaliya, humbled and grateful, agreed. He promised to leave Vrindavan and never return. With that, he slithered away, disappearing into the depths of the river, leaving the water clear and pure once more. When Krishna emerged from the river, the villagers erupted in cheers. They ran to him, their hearts filled with love and gratitude. The Yamuna flowed gently again, its waters sparkling in the light of the now setting sun. Flowers bloomed once more on its banks, and the air was filled with the sweet sound of birds singing. From that day on, the people of Vrindavan revered Krishna even more, knowing that he was not just their mischievous friend, but their divine protector. And as for the Yamuna, it continued to flow pure and clear, a symbol of Krishna's victory over the darkness that threatened their world.